Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. Today we've got two stories that look completely different on the surface, but are really the same. Your chat window is quietly turning into the control panel for your business. We've got a whole creative studio that now lives inside of Claude, and Meta is saying you can now run your Facebook and Instagram ads from inside of ChatGPT and Claude as well. Hi, I'm Marcus Netto. I spend most of my time helping small business owners figure out where AI is going to provide the biggest return on the time and money you're already spending. If that sounds useful, hit subscribe. Now, today's two stories matter because they're both pointing at the same shift. The dashboards that you've been clicking through for years are starting to show up inside of the same chat window where you ask AI for help. Now let's dive in. Now there's a company called Higgsfield that's known for making images and video generation tools. People use their software to mock up ads, things like product photos, lifestyle shots, short form videos for Instagram and TikTok. Up until now, their software operated just like anyone else's. You go to their website, pick a tool, generate something, download it, repeat. Well, this week they flipped it. You can now plug Higgsfield directly into Claude. Once it's connected, you just talk to Claude like you normally would and ask it to make something. You can generate a 15-second ad in the style of a TV commercial for your plumbing business, or take a photo of your menu and turn it into a clean lifestyle shot for Instagram. Things like making a short product video showing a scene from 4 different angles. Claude picks the right tool, generates the result, and hands it back to you in the same chat. No bouncing around. The thing that caught my eye, they've got a feature they're calling an ad engine. Now you give it one brief, something like, I sell handmade leather wallets, here's my website, here's my margin. It's going to pick the format, generate the video, draft the outreach, and then it's going to give you a weekly report. The page literally says it replaces a $5,000 a month creative retainer. I mean, not sure where they came up with that number, but they're probably correct. Now, say you run a small landscaping company. Last year, getting 2 short ad videos for Facebook meant either hiring a freelancer for $1,000 or doing it yourself with your phone on a Saturday. Now you sit down on a Monday morning, type one paragraph into Claude like, make me 3 15-second ads showing a freshly mowed yard, a happy customer, and a before and after. And 20 minutes later, you've got 3 options to pick from. If you want to get super fancy with it, you can also have Claude track which version performs best on Facebook, generate 3 more variations of the winner the next week. The whole creative loop is now sitting inside of one chat window. Now, what does this mean for us? If you've been telling yourself you can't run video ads because the production cost was too high, that excuse is on its last legs. You don't need a videographer for this kind of work anymore. You need someone who can write a clear brief, and most business owners can already do that. Now, today's second story is much bigger because it touches almost every business that runs paid ads. Meta, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, opened up something they're called Meta Ads AI connectors. Quite the mouthful. Now, in plain English, you can now connect your Facebook ad account directly to ChatGPT or Claude and run your ads from there. No clicking around in Ads Manager, no hunting through nested menus to find the campaign you set up 6 weeks ago. Anyone who spent any time in the Business Manager or the Ad Center of Facebook knows it's a confusing maze of madness. Now you'll log in once, link the account, and then it's just a conversation. Things like pausing an underperforming ad set and shifting that budget to a top performer is just a matter of typing a sentence or two. We're pulling the last 30 days of performance for a lead gen campaign and telling you which creative is winning. Even something as complex as building a new campaign targeting homeowners within 20 miles of a zip code with a budget of $50 a day, we can do it easily now. This is another one that I can't wait to try out. It's in open beta right now, available to businesses of all sizes. No coding, no developer setup, no API keys. You don't need to be technical to turn this on. Now, here's why this is a big deal. If you run Facebook ads, like I said, you already know Ads Manager is a maze. Most small business owners either pay an agency a few thousand a month to handle it, or they cobble it together themselves and aren't totally sure what they're looking at. This connector doesn't replace knowing what you're doing strategically, but it does take the friction down to roughly nothing. Couple this with story 1 and you can see the whole arc. Generate the ad creative inside of Claude, launch the campaign within the same Claude, pull a report on Friday inside of Claude, adjust the targeting, guess where? In Claude, generate 3 more variations of the winning ad in Claude, all in the same chat. No tabs, just Claude. Now, for about 10 years now, the way you ran a small business online meant logging into a stack of dashboards. We had Facebook ads, Google ads, MailChimp, Shopify, your CRM, QuickBooks, your bank or banks. Each one with its own learning curve, its own jargon, its own login screen. What's happening right now, and these 2 stories are just the latest examples, we talked about a couple yesterday as well, is that the chat window is becoming the front door for all of it. You won't need to know each dashboard. You'll just need to know what to ask for. The tools that the average business owner reaches for in 2027 are going to look almost nothing like the ones we reach for today. And that gap is closing fast. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope you got something out of this. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Till tomorrow, ciao.